What's up? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today in this video we'll be building this chat screen, and after that we'll be making some awesome UI components for this text and this profile. So when the user sends a message, it should be on the right side of the screen, and when you get the message from the receiver, it should be on the left side of the screen. So how we will going to implement these things, let's see in this video. As well as you can see over here, when the new message comes, so it will get highlighted in this particular color, and other message which you have marked as seen, which will be looking in a grayish color. So in this video we'll learn a lot. I hope you have been watching my videos, and if you are watching my videos, then please subscribe to my channel and like my videos, and just comment down below like what are your learnings from this playlist. So let's get started. So now let me start this app. So let's click on the app and it will get started. So now it is getting built, like it's getting started, the Metro bundler. So till then let's go to the app navigator. And I'm using this IDE which is from the cursor. So I'm using basically a cursor, and I have imported my VS Code setup from that. So if you want some AI tool to use, you can use this cursor. Okay, so what we'll do, if you can see, we have this home screen, we have this search screen with a filter icon, and we have this profile screen. If you have watched my previous video, we have done this part. We have also implemented the React Native Picker part. So the moment I click back, we come on the profile screen. So now what we want to do, that when I'm on this particular message screen, so I want to see that particular UI, so which is this. So what we will do now, we'll create another screen. Let's close this navigator, and if you can see that we have this message screen and message style. So let's import the styles. So let me copy and then come to the message style and then paste over here, and let's remove all other styles like this and remove the unnecessary imports. Let me click on it, and so let's open up the message screen like this and open it side by side with the given styles. So if you can clearly see that we have this header part, right? So let's integrate that header. So I'm going to copy it from the payment success screen. So let me CC payment screen. So I'm going to just copy this. First let's see and analyze that what we need to do, what part will scroll and what not. So if you can clearly see that these are the list items. So what we want, we don't want that the whole screen should scroll, so there is no point of adding a scroll view component. Instead of that, we'll be using a flat list component. So I'm going to copy this and that's it. So let me complete this, like this, and let's import the styles. Let me like this, and let me just go to the styles. Now let's remove the unnecessary import, and instead of payment methods, I'm going to keep the name chats, because this is chat screen, right? So like this, let me format it, like this. So in the chat screen we have something which is this profile image, okay, and over here we also have that. So in order to customize our header component, we need to make some changes. So let's go to the header component, and over here you can see that we already have the back icon over here. But let's suppose that if you want to add one customization, one custom icon over here. So for that, what we'll be doing, I'm going to, let's jump over here and see what we have: title and hashback. So what I will do, let me type. So I'll pass one component over here and it will directly get rendered. So I'm going to pass action component. Okay, so why action? Because it's a kind of, it is we are passing the profile image. It is not an action, it is just a profile icon CUI. But in some cases there could be some other buttons or some other pressable things, so that would be called as an action component. So user is taking some kind of action, passing the onPress prop on that action. So that is the reason. So there should be a defined meaning of why you are using particular name and why you are doing a particular thing. So there should be a definition or something, so that you should know that why you have done this. So yeah, like this. So instead of this, I'm going to add jsx.element. Yeah, let me quick fix. Yeah, so yeah, let me add it like this. And yeah, action component, yeah, it has imported successfully. So let me pass it. Yeah, let's see by passing some styles, dummy styles. So let me pass some background color as a red, height 20 and width as a 20. So yeah, if you can clearly see that, let me increase the height and width and let's see what happens. So yeah, let's analyze that. Like, just for example, this is your profile image, right? So it is looking good, but did you see the difference that the chat, the title has moved a little on the right side, so it is not on the center side. If you can see, the moment I have this profile icon, the chat needs to be aligned with this. So all three icons should be in the same position. So for that, what we need to do, let's go to the header component, and if you see that, let me show you, this is the title. So if I have the hashback, so this will get rendered, this title. So if I comment, so it should go invisible. So I have uncommented it. Now what I will do, that I need this inside this, right? So what we can do, so now you can see that I have used over here hashback. So we use this hashback logic like before coming to this particular situation. So in that time, what we only had one condition, which is if we have this hashback icon, then only render this hashback, and then only render this title. If you have hashback, then only render this particular thing. But now the condition is a little bit different. So what we will be doing, let's keep this as it is, but here I'm going to change a little bit. So I will write over here title. Let's save it. So nothing will happen, and nothing will even happen to other components like the other screen. So what I have done, now I have changed the condition to if we have title, then title will only render. So I have done this because I don't need this header title, so I'm going to remove this. So now chat will go off. So let me even go to the props and make it optional like this, so it will not show us a warning. So what I need, that either I can pass it along with my action component, the particular text, or we can write it like this. Let me copy and show you like this. Let me just do it like this. Yeah, so instead of title, I'm going to just add double quote. Yeah, you can see that. So now chat could look like this, right? So we can do this, but there will be a lot of props and then customizations will happen. So what I'm going to do, let's keep the action component as it is, and let's add the action component. So what I will do, in the message screen, we can create something, new component. So let's create a header action like this, and let me just return it. As of now, let me import this text from React Native like this, and I'm going to just pass the header action like this. So as you can see that I can see the chat text over here. So now we just need to style this. So let me open up the styles over here. So I'm going to type a header action, and let me just do background color, red. I'm going to add over here header action, and over here I'm going to pass one image from React Native like this, and over here we're going to get the asset like this, and I'm going to pass person, and like this. Let's style the person. So it will be having one scale, or let's say scale 30. Let's see in the Figma how much they have given. They have given around 48, so let's make it 40. Looks good. And border radius, so now let's see what is this warning. So do not define component during render. React will see a new component. Okay, what you can do, either you can create another component in this side, this particular screen. Okay, like this, and inside this you can add your header component, or you can say header action. So I'm going to export this, and let me import it from React Native, image from React Native, as well as text. Also we need the styles, so either I can pass it via prop, or let's call it over there. So I'm calling it like this, message styles. So what we will be doing, if you come, let me import it like this. Let me remove the unnecessary imports, and let's remove this as well. So it is looking good now. Okay, we have the header component and with the header action. So inside this we need to make some customizations. So this header action should accept some interface, the title for the chat. In this case it is hard coded, but we can also pass the title from the props, and then it will look good. So let me define the styles for it. So let's add this, like this. So also to this chat I'm going to add style, not chat text but chat. Let's make it title and write it over here. Let's see how it goes. Let me import it like this. So let's go to a normal header component and see the title styles from there. So we have this 24 instead of 16. We need to have 24, and font family should be bold. Good. So let's go and see if we have 24. It is showing the 24 over here, but in message screen it is looking a lot big. So if you go to the back, header action and the title, to this title we also have T20, so it is actually 20 pixels, not 24. So it is 20 because we had this title style for 24, and inside below that we have T20. So over here I have already added it. So what I'll do, so we have made this chat header component. Okay, so let's import the input. If you can clearly see, we had already developed this in the review screen. What I'll be doing, let's go to the particular screen, review screen, and over here I can see that this is the component. But before that we need to add one layout, so there should be some spacing from left and right. So for that, let's copy this and come over here, paste it like this, and close the view. Yeah, also to this main style I'm going to copy this. I'm going to go over here and then paste it like this. So it is showing me that scale doesn't exist, so let's import it. Yeah, now let's go to the chat screen. If you can see that it's showing me the input component, but instead of find reviews, here is the search your dream car with the 3 dots. So I'm going to type search, so search your dream car. So I'm just going to name it search because it is irrelevant if I type the search your dream car. So let's keep it general, so it is search with the 3 dots. Okay, so after that what we'll be doing, let's make this particular component. So it will be a item and it will be rendering inside a list. So let's make that item. So what I'll be doing, inside this we can create another component. So I'm going to name it single item.tsx, and if you can see that it's only getting used over here, I can't see this inside like anywhere. So I'm going to keep it inside the chat screens component folder, so it will be specific to this screen. So let me add rnfe and let me add single item. So yeah, either single item, or you can also keep it as a message item, so depending on how you want to make it. So it is a general kind of to specific to the screen, so it is a single item component for me. So I'm going to render it like this, import it from like React Native and single item. Okay, so now it has rendered because I have added the 10 numbers, so it will definitely render it. So let's make it simplicity. For simplicity, let's render 3 items, and let's go to here, and inside here I'm going to add styles. Either I can add styles in this particular component, but I'm going to choose right over here. So let's add the flat list container. Okay, so we can add that over here, but let's do one thing. Let's wait and go over here, and let's give a style to the single item. Let me just save the file, and yeah, like this. Yeah, now it is looking good, right? So let's go over here and see if we can have a border radius. Yeah, we don't have any kind of border radius, so I'm going to remove the border radius. Yeah, like this. Also there will be an interesting part, that how you will take the color till this end and this end. If we have the margin and padding from the left and right side, if you have as you can see over here, we have the margin and padding from the left and right side. So what we'll do to make this color go over here and here, so let's see. So now we have that person icon. So I'm going to take the image from React Native and yeah, import it like this. Yeah, so yeah, we have this asset and we imported asset.person like this. So now we have this title. If you can see, it would be 16. It's around 16 Roboto and then black. So let me add the text. So yeah, it is showing name and message. Yeah, like this. So the name will be font size 16, bold and black. Yeah, it's good. But instead of message, yeah, there is message. So let's see what we have for message. It's around 000 and it's 14 instead of 16. So it is 14 regular. Yeah, so it is looking good, but instead of 14, let's make it 12. Looks good. And instead of 16, let's make it 14 around. So it's looking good now. Let me add one styles message container, and over here I'm going to paste it like this, flex 1. Let me add the flex direction. Yeah, over here. Okay, that container should be okay. That style we have to add it over here to the single item. Let me add it like this. Yeah, now it is looking good, right? So let me remove the red color and give some another, so you can see that. Let me add purple. Yeah, so you can see that we have developed this. Now there is this gap, so for that gap we have added this column gap, right? So what I'll do, if the text is too much, so let me add that truncate. So what we can do, either we can create one function which can take that string and gives us that dot dot. Otherwise we can also do this number of line and ellipse mode tail. So let me do that tail like this. So if I have this multiple times, so as you can see that they have done this dot dot. I don't know if you can see this, but let me add the another lines, and as you can see that it has already added this 3 dots truncate. Okay, let me remove, let me make this small. Yeah, now I hope you got my point, right? So you have to add the number of line, how many lines, how much lines you want, and this ellipse size mode, which is tail. Or else you can make another function which can take this whole string, and it can give you that truncate logic. Depending on the size of the device, you can add that logic. Okay, so as per you. So another thing is that we have this time and this what you say to it, a batch, right? So let's come over here and let's add one view, and let me add the text. Yeah, time. So I'm going to save the file and let's add the time. Yeah, let's see if it is gray. It is gray, 7F 7F. Okay, let me go and see. 7F 7F 7F. It is placeholder, so instead of gray I'm going to keep it a placeholder. Yeah, like this. So if you can see that it is aligned in the vertically, but it is in the bottom side, so it is called as that align flex end. So let me show you that. To this single item, align items, we have written over here center. So now instead of this we write flex start, and this is the flex end. Okay, so it will be aligned in the bottom from vertical direction. So now what we will do, we'll add this badge. So to add this badge we will be using a view, and inside that one text, and over there I'm going to write 102. Let me add one style. So to add the styles I'm going to add badge text. Okay, let me add it like this, and let's see what they have given. So it is FF medium roboto 14. So font family will be typography dot medium, and then font size will be font size dot 12, and then color will be colors dot white, like this. And if you can see, let me save the file. We don't have this 0 over here, so let's add the badge. Let me add the styles dot badge, and to this badge we have one color which is bluish. So let me copy it and go to the colors and see if we have this. No, we don't have. Let's add over here badge. Okay, so let's add it like this. Yeah, but we don't have to give the padding horizontal and vertical. Okay, so what we'll be doing, let's do one thing. Let's add the height. Let me add it at least 20. Let's add the width. Let me add at least 20. Save the file and let's make it at least 424. Is it looking good? Let's see how much they have given. They have given 20. Let's try it, keep it 22. Yeah, so let's add align item center, justify content as well as center. Yeah, now looks good, right? Save the file and I think we should give it 20 so it looks aligned. Yeah, now it makes sense. So over here I'm going to add a time container. Yeah, it's giving suggestions which are right as per what I need. So let me add it like this. Now we don't need a row. We'll be needing a line item center. Instead of center, let's make it end at least. Yeah, in the UI they have already given the center, so yeah, it's not in the end direction, but yeah, there is some row gap. Scale of 10. Yeah, it will be too much, so let's make it 4 or 2. Let's do 4. Yeah, looks good, right? And as well as there is same amount of gap from here and here. So over there, let's add the message container. Let's do row gap scale of 4. Yeah, now it is looking fine. Yeah, but the title should be a bit of big. So for that, let's go to the name. I'm going to keep this 15. Yeah, now it looks sense, or it makes sense, right? So if you can clearly see that there are some types. So one item will be highlighted if I have passed some kind of prop to it. So let's say that I have passed is highlighted or highlighted. It will be a boolean type, true or false. So if it is that, then the color should be white, with the left and right should be gone to the end of the device, and the right side to the gone to the right of the device. So, and if it is not highlighted, then there should be no color, no badge. That's the difference. So this badge will not be shown, this particular badge, if it is not highlighted, and the color which in this particular case which is in this white. Okay, so I hope you can see that. Let me show you that the screen has a different color of a background type. Okay, so let's go to this screen container, and we don't have to add the white. Okay, so if we have removed the white, now it will show you that particular color. So let's add the color dot background like this. So now it will show you that white color. I don't know if you can see that the background color is this F8 thrice, and the white color is in this strip. So this is the white, this is the white, and these three things are white. So let me move it back. Okay, and what we'll be doing now, as I have told you that I need let me go to this component and let me show you like this, and for the time being let me make it red so you can see this. So what I need, that this should go to this side and this should go to that side. So now you can see that what we have to do over here, let me just comment this. So as you can see that this is the state that we need only for these components. Okay, so what I'll be doing, let's do one thing. Let me do one thing, that add the padding vertical to this like this. So now if you can see, it is looking like the same. Okay, but there is some damage kind of thing happen to this component. So this header component, either if you go back and see, we have not passed any kind of style prop. So what we'll be doing, we can wrap this into one view and pass one header and write that header over here like this. Let me add that, I think we have duplicate header. No, we don't have. Yeah, so to this header component we have passed this instead of padding. So let me add a margin horizontal. Let me see where we have passed this. So okay, not to this header component, my bad. So it is this input component we need to pass. So if you can see that we already have the container style, so I'm going to add container style, and instead of header I'm going to pass it as an input, and instead of heading I need to add a margin horizontal. Yeah, like this. Now you can see that it is aligned to this part, and this part is aligned to this part. So everything is aligned now. Okay, so also there should be one thing that is need to be changed. In this item component I need to add interface I single item props, and over here I need a name, message, time, batch, as well as the batch means that the batch amount of the messages that we have got, and also I'm going to pass is highlighted in a boolean. So if it is highlighted, then only I need to show that batch, right? I'm going to write it like this is let me import it first. Yeah, is highlighted, and then is highlighted, and let me add it like this, and only if it is highlighted then it will only see. And also the background color, which is the white. Okay, I only want to show this background color when it is needed, otherwise it should be a transparent. So I can pass this is highlighted to the creator style, and over here I can accept that prop, like the I can pass the argument and I can accept over here, and over here you can see that it is a boolean type. So also I need to add the question mark over here, so the highlight will go. Let me tell you why it is showing you. It is showing you because the argument type of boolean slash undefined is not assignable to type parameter type of boolean. So if some of you don't know, so over here what I have written is highlighted colon boolean. So it is like, it means that every time I want this is highlighted, okay, every time. But in here what I have written that optional that question mark. It means what I'm saying that it could be a boolean or it could be an undefined, because I will not pass this every time. So there are two possibilities, one is undefined and one is boolean type. So over here I am passing like this. So the moment I am passing it like this, so it is saying that you said that it is going to be an undefined or boolean type, but over here I am returning, it is expecting that it should be a boolean type. So either I have to remove this optional chaining from over here, like the question mark, or I need to pass it over here. So yeah, like this. So sometimes if I by mistakenly do not pass, so I also like not expecting mandatory into this create style. So for that I have written it over here. So let me add that question mark and then colon transparent. Okay, like this. I think we have not added the transparent color over here because we do not generally need it, right? So let me save the file, and now let me add one condition for dummy data. So if my item is highlighted, so if item is equal to second, so yeah, the second will be highlighted, right? Let me add another types of number. So I have added 10, and it is also scrolling. And also let me add another condition. Let's say that okay, item dot inc let me do array. So I'm going to write it like this, dot includes item, like this. So it is a bit of odd, so let me do 136. okay, that's it, 136. Let me add 2 as well. I like this. Yeah, but if you notice that we also have this, bottom navigation. Let me show you. But the last message that we have, it does not go below this bottom navigation, or even if it goes, then it when you scroll, it should be above the bottom navigation. In this case, it is not behaving the way we have expected. So in this case, what I'm going to do, we have a function which is called render margin bottom. Yeah, like, let me add it, render margin bottom. I'm going to pass 50. So now let me pass it at least 80. So yeah, we can see that it is now showing and appearing over here. So let me add it at least 100 so you can see it. Let's make it 90 at least. Yeah, now it is looking fine, right? So yeah, we have made this particular screen. If we show you this changes, let me do one thing. Let me push it to the GitHub, git add, git commit, updated the chat screen. Yeah, it's in the profile underscore flow branch. Okay, so let me go to the Figma, and in the next video we'll be building this particular component, which will be around of 30 minutes, and then we'll jump on to this part, which is notification, and we'll complete all the tabs. And after that we have the backend series, which will be coming up. And yeah, that's it for this video. I hope you like this video, and please do comment what are your thoughts. Many of you don't comment. I want you to comment down below and show your progress, like tell me what are you doing, where are you right now in this series, and what are your thoughts about this particular series. Yeah, till then, bye bye, stay safe, and stay happy. Always be happy, don't be sad for any reason. Okay, so yeah, bye bye.